As India reeled under a devastating second wave, Dr. Chinmaya Pandey, Pro-Vice Chancellor of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, offered two buildings with capacity of 100 bed each to AIIMS Rishikesh. The AWGA also provided oxygen support, COVID essential care distribution, and online consultancy services. They identified 3,000 active centers and reached out to millions of Gayatri Parivar and encouraged them to avoid traveling to Haridwar during Kumbh Mela in wake of COVID-19. NewsX proudly recognizes second wave superhero Dr. Chinmay Pandey.
Hello and welcome. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special segment on NewsX called Second Wave Superheroes. We're in conversation today with a very special guest, Dr. Chinmay Pandey, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, is joining us today. Dr. Pandey, welcome to NewsX. Thank you for joining us.
Honored to meet you too, Udayji, although we're meeting through this online medium, but hoping to have you here on one of the future occasions. In Haridwar, Shanti Kunj.
Definitely, sir. Let's begin by just talking a bit about the good work that your university and organization have been doing at this time, at this very challenging time for our country. Just describe a bit of what you all have done.
So the organization itself, just to give you a brief idea about Shanti Kunj and Gayatri Parivar. Gayatri Parivar is a socio-spiritual network established by one of the prolific scholars of modern times, Pandit Shri Ram Sharma Acharya ji. He wrote like 3,400 books. And a long time ago, 1962, he said that the way humanity is progressing, what kind of legacy we would leave for our children? If everyone would only think about themselves and nothing for the society at large, then it would be complete annihilation. So he talked about two things: self-embellishment, social upliftment, making myself a good human being, making society a good place to live. And now about 110 million volunteers are there of the organization, 4,000 plus centers we have, and it is headquartered here in Haridwar. And major objective that Puj Gurudev gave of this organization is Pida or Patan ka Nivaran. That if somebody is in kashta, somebody is in pain and suffering, then we should be the first to alleviate it. And if somebody has lost from the path of, as a human being, then we should be the to bring them to the right path. So in this challenging time of COVID, when so many people have gone through pain and sorrow, many of our centers, they have converted themselves into hospitals. Many people are providing services in terms of the free food, services in terms of free tiffin to the not only to the people who are doing the essential work, but also to the people where somebody nobody is in the family to look after the people, also to the kids, also to the animals. They are providing free medicines, free oxygen concentrators, free oxygen cylinders have been distributed all over the India. And in Shanti Kunj itself, we have started to convert our existing health facility into a high dependency unit, critical care unit, and hopefully that shall be ready in a month or so.
Okay. Well, great to hear this. That it's been happening, of course, all across the country. But also, Dr. Pandey, do you believe that you carried out this work in your home state, in the university's home state of Uttarakhand as well, because the situation in the state had become very serious?
It is indeed, and we started to because Shanti Kunj is an ashram. It is not meant for a healthcare facility, so we started to convert into a high dependency unit. But what we did is that actually we utilized the resources that we have in spreading and taking it to the distant parts of Uttarakhand, because 75% of the state is completely hilly, and many people are living in a very distant parts of the state. So we took the concentrators and medicines and oximeters and other such equipments that are necessary for early diagnosis and intervention to the very remote parts of the state of Uttarakhand. And also our volunteers, they have been working in the neighboring area. And in Shanti Kunj itself, we converted one of our big residential unit into a quarantine center where people who are positive but asymptomatic, they could be housed. And also started to convert the two of the major wards into a high dependency unit. And currently about 20 or so staff members have joined, And hopefully, by the end of this month, that shall be fully functional and operational.
Okay. Also, Dr. Pandya, as far as the Kumbh Mela is concerned in Haridwar, we do believe that you had also carried out a campaign quite a while back, urging people not to actually come physically, and that you would help them with their puja samagri and their Gangajal, etc. Is this true that you had carried out this positive campaign a long time back?
We started that in the late October, early November. I don't know the precise date, but I think long time ago we gave the idea that COVID times are very challenging. It is very difficult for people to come in such kind of situation, not only because of the pandemic, but also because many people had already lost the dear ones in the family. So from dharmic reasons, if there is a sutak in the family, people don't normally travel. Financial reasons were there too, and of course the practical reasons were there. So we asked people that rather than people coming to Haridwar, we take the Haridwar to them. So the idea was that आपके द्वार पहुंचा हरिद्वार, कि हरिद्वार would reach to your house. घर घर गंगा, घर घर हरिद्वार, घर घर यज्ञ, घर घर संस्कार. That we will take it to every home, even only the last month, because that was the culmination of all the efforts. We did the Ghar Ghar Gayatri and Ghar Ghar Yajna program, and more than 100,000 people celebrated live online, and more than 2.4 million people actually participated in the entire event. So we took it to the many people, and thankfully, at least those people, they listened and they contributed it by to the efforts by participating in their own homes.
Well, great to hear that. Would this be your message? Like you said, your organization's message has been about helping others. Would that be your message today to the people watching you? That जब भी कठिन वक्त आता है देश के लिए, तो everyone must come forward. Government administrations can do their bit, but people also must try and help, must try and serve those around them.
Vivekananda was sitting in the temple of Shira Bhavani, and this temple was actually derelict because it was under the occupation, came under attack long time ago in 13th century. So he developed a kind of feel inside that I should do something to repair it. So he thought that I should, repair this temple. And then goddess appeared in front of Swami Vivekananda in apparition and said to him that, who are you? To correct my temple. She said that it's my temple. I would like to break it. I would like to create it. Whichever way I want to. So she said that तुमको मंदिर बनाने के लिए नहीं बुलाया, देश बनाने के लिए बुलाया है. So Vivekananda came out and gave the mantra that for next 50 years, the only goddess that should be there to celebrate is the Bharat Mata. बोले एक ही देवी की पूजा करिए, भारत माता की. And we say the same thing, that in the current times there is only one dharma required, that is manavta. That there is that is the jap, that is the tap, that is the yoga, that is the dhyan, that is the astha, that is the adhyatma, which is to serve the society and humanity in whatever we can do. It makes no difference, but everyone has the capacity. Even if they don't have the money and resources, they have got the sentiments to share. Yes. If we become the handkerchief for the people, to make their eyes tearing, better, and to support them in this difficult time, then our life and purpose has been accomplished.
Well, thank you for your service, and keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Dr. Pandya, for joining us. Wish you and your university the very best.
Very kind of you. Thank you. Pranam.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.